Hi, welcome to Inspire 2015. The theme of Inspire 2015 this time is going to be leading in disruptive times. ValueLabs has always tried to be ahead of the times, and especially in the current situation and the scenario that you see in the technology advancements, you would notice that there's a lot of disruption happening around. Mobility is one of the topics that I'm going to talk about today. As all of you are aware, mobility is changing the technology and the business landscape altogether, and that too by leaps and bounds of it. And if you look at it, there's a lot of people who are already adopting mobile first approach, and they are not doing it just in vain. But there's a certain reasons as to why all of them are going through the mobility itself. But let's understand, mobility is not a standalone solution that we are offering as part of our digital solutioning itself. Mobility forms just a small, tiny part of the entire digital transformation that we are talking about. Mobility, when it is kind of clubbed with analytics and the kind of data that you're capturing from a lot of users, and when you're able to provide a personalization effect to your customers, that is when you're talking about or unveiling the true power of the mobility itself. Let's look at some of the case studies that we are actually going to talk about. Recently, we kind of have done the entire mobility landscape for a low carrier in the travel industry within India itself. In this scenario, while we have anticipated that there are going to be a lot of huge response to the mobile application that we are talking about, but we did not really expect the unprecedented response where we are actually talking about 75,000 simultaneous hits per second. Can you really believe what we are talking about? And this entire response came in for a 1 rupee promo that we are talking, where people can book tickets over the mobile application and they can avail to way tickets for just at 1 rupee. And if you're looking at the kind of a complete landscape that we are currently talking about, 75,000 concurrent hits per second that we are talking about today is probably something that's exorbitant. But if you actually go about a year down the lane, this is something that is mandatory that your system should probably be covering itself. So in these kind of scenarios, we are coming up with robust systems on how you actually increase the customer experience itself. And more importantly, I think it is very important that we put ourselves in the customer's shoes and try to understand how to build this entire customer journey itself. Now, talking about the retail space, that's another very interesting space, as you might already be seeing across the world. Mobile first is a mandatory approach that all of them are taking on the retail space itself. Now, we at ValueLabs will help you try to capture the entire user journey, convert that into something that all of your customers can experience itself. We are not really talking about just coming and doing your mobile consulting and converting your application into a mobility application. We are talking about the customer experience, enabling the omni-channel enablement from your legacy systems to your customer journey to the final deployment, and expecting and exceeding your expectations itself. And meet me at Inspire 2015 in Chicago on 27th and 28th of August. Let's catch up more and we can discuss further in detail.